Welcome back to the Feed the Beast Revelation series. This is Night Shift Gaming. Um, just want to give a thank you. We did go up to 6 subscribers in the last 4 days, so just a huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for tagging along for the ride. We're really gonna achieve or strive today to try to get some real power. I am a little bit more familiar with lava power, so we're gonna try to work on getting some lava up until the overworld from the Nether. From the last episode to this episode, we did make a lot of updates to the base. I do want to show you guys just a little bit. Got a little roof going on over here. Just a lot cleaner, a lot more space. It's left empty with intention for us to, build machines and automate a lot of things. We added an elevator here, kind of made in a little basement inside of the mountain that you guys can see. Oh, we got a creeper. It would not be fun if he blew up our basement just now. And we kind of made like a little overlook kind of thing here. Probably make like a little nice bedroom here, just for the aesthetic. Just kind of look nice. And then I got all these lights flying around because I gotta get some better light blocks. But this is what we're working with. You can see up here, we moved our little Domcraft stuff. I haven't been able to jump into the pack too much just yet, as I'm trying to make sure we can get up and going with, power, resources and such as we continue to move forward. So another mod that I was actually interested in exploring is the forestry mod. I haven't messed a lot with bees, but I've seen a lot of cool things, so maybe in a future episode it's definitely something that we'll jump into. You can see like I kind of got like these are, I guess, odd items to me, especially like iridium. I think I separated it for the sake of its value. And we just got our ore chest, just got a little bit more ores, and that's just a building chest. We did get a compactor from between the last episode and this episode, just for the sake of getting some blaze rods. You don't really have to go into the Nether. The Domcraft mod pack has a nice little flower here that spawns in the desert biomes, which you can turn into, I think it's magma, is it? Or blaze powder, sorry. It turns into blaze powder, and you are able to compact that into a blaze rod, and that's what we did to get these for this video today, which is going to be really important. So this is my prep chest that I have a lot of good items in, and we'll go through it as we prepare ourselves to go into the Nether. So here we go. The first item that we are going to be building are ender tanks. So ender tanks are cross-dimensional tanks that fill up with fluid. So we're going to be using those to bring the lava from the Nether into the overworld. And then, so let's go ender tank here. And so you can see the wool, it's because it's color coded. So it has like the 3 pieces on top that you can see there. And like, if anybody else wanted to tap into your source, they could tap into it if they had the same color code at the top there. So we're going to make 2 of those. Oh, whoops. Right, so we have that for our journey. The next thing that we are going to bring with us into the Nether is a pump. Oh. There we go. These are Buildcraft Factory. We are going to make engines as well. That's what these are for. And these kind of power themselves. They run off like their like own, I guess, quote unquote, electricity. So they're called redstone engines. And these, as soon as you flick a switch, it just runs. We're only going to be using these to power the pump, to bring the lava up from underground there, well, in the Nether. gonna make 4 of them. Alrighty. We're almost all set here. We have the levers. Oh, my first engine. We made an advancement. Next thing we're gonna go ahead and craft. We have some golden transport pipes, and we have pipe sealant. We need waterproof pipes to, I ain't gonna say waterproof, but a fluid pipe in order to transfer the lava from the pump into the ender tank. And then so the last components that we're gonna need, we're gonna save for when we make it back from the Nether. It's gonna be a magmatic generator. One also because we need to get a bucket with lava. We'll already be down there, so let's just grab it while we're out there. And it'll be some lead flux duct. I think that's what they're called, is flux ducts. To go ahead and transfer the power into our machines that we have so far, which is a pulverizer and a compactor. So let's go ahead and start making that journey into the Nether with what we have now. I think we should be okay. I think we should. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully between this episode and the next, we could get a lot more machines and a lot more automation going. So we don't have to, things that kind of, I'm not going to say manual, but just to make things a little bit more smoother when we're gathering resources and such. We did get a pretty lucky spawn for our Nether portal, because I feel like we're kind of away from everything. We're on like a little lower level. I had to really climb to even find anything that was like out here. See what I mean? Everything's kind of over there, so we'll just start over here. To be a little safe. Sure, I hate dying in lava. We may have to move this in the long run. I don't know yet, but lava is usually, for me, as long as I've been playing, is a decent source. It doesn't really run out. I mean, the Nether is, you know, a big space. There is a lot of lava. I really haven't had too much trouble to where I needed to go ahead and, you know, come back here, move my pump to another location, and change things up too much. So, but if that problem ever arises, you know, we'll face it, and our pumps, it shouldn't be too much. Alright, so I'm thinking like we could just put our pump like right here. Whoops. There we go. And so the pump, it actually like releases like this little pipe that drops down and it goes into the lava. So I guess it hits like all the way at the bottom there. We're just gonna kind of want to build around it, because we do need to place like our engines that are gonna power this baby. I'm just building a big platform just to be safe, because I'm always getting nervous when I'm down here. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and place these redstone engines all around. They ramp up over time, so the longer you leave them on, the more that they kind of power up, and the more efficient they are. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. You can tell by the color in the middle when it's at like its max speed. So we'll switch it on, and you guys will be able to kind of get an idea of how this works. draining the world. So we made it. We made an advancement. It's working. You can kind of see like the tank filling up there. It's kind of hard with the nether in the background, but you can see it's pumping lava, and you'll see it get more efficient. We'll see as it kind of try to ramp up a little bit. Try to build a little safety net for us. There we go. Okay. And so as you can see, the redstone engines turn green. So now they're starting to ramp up a little bit. The faster they go, the more efficient it'll be in pumping the lava out of here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop a golden fluid pipe right on top of that bad boy. So you can see it's already trying to extract some of the lava out of there, but it just has no place to go. We're going to go ahead and drop an ender tank on this puppy, and it's beginning to fill up. So this little dial here, I'm pretty sure when the red is on the bottom, the lava will come out, and when the blue is on top, or when the blue is on the bottom, then it'll start to drain, which is what we'll do in the overworld. So pretty successful for right now. Key thing is just making sure all the stuff works into the in the overworld. You can see we're red, we're yellow, and I think the last stage is red, and then it just starts to pump really fast. You can see it's trying to keep up here, which the ender tank is full now. So oh, I think one thing we're missing, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know for sure. The ender tank, I don't know if it serves as a chunk loader. We are playing in a server. We need to make sure that the chunk stays loaded. So that way it continues to pump the lava while we're away. But I'm not 100% sure. It's something that I can double check. So you can see they're kind of trying to run at full power here. Tank's almost full. And they've stopped. So I don't think any more lava can flow through. Usually, I would imagine that the tank is supposed to fill all the way up, but that works for now. So let's go ahead and head back into our portal and see if we can get us some action going on the top side. The illumination wand has come in handy a lot. All right, let's we're gonna set up down here. Whoops. Let's make sure it's daytime though. Alrighty. You can kind of already see, look, like the ender tank in our inventory is already full of lava, which is pretty good. So we know that it's coming up here. Then I guess we can just kind of go right here. Alrighty. So we have a little tank there. We're gonna go ahead, just so you guys can see what I mean. We're gonna go ahead and place that pipe there, and then so you can kind of see in its current mode, it's not filling up the fluid pipe. So once we flick it to blue, then it starts to dump a little bit. And then it is filling back up, as you can see, but it's filling in the pipe to its max level with fluid. But we're gonna go ahead and go back up to our prep chest. And we're gonna get everything we need. And I did not grab a bucket with lava, so we're gonna go grab one. I do have some There's like a little thing in the desert not too far from here, a little lava pocket from a meteor. I think it's the applied energistics mod that actually lands those, well, it creates them in the world. And it's just up ahead. So let's go grab us a bucket of lava. It's quite a hike. I really want to get a horse. I have some apples and a saddle. I just need to actually go tame one and find one. If you guys have any suggestions for the horse's name, feel free to leave them in the comments. And, I think we'll go with that. Alright, on our way back. Our nice little village. We'll call it Night Shift City. Alrighty, now that we got the bucket of lava, we should be able to make the Magmatic Generator. Let's see. I've never used a Magmatic Generator before, so this definitely is a first. Furnace generator. Oh, we need to make that first, don't we? Yes, we do. Do I have everything I need for it? No, let's grab some materials. We need machine blocks. Can I put my extras somewhere? Yep, there we go. Oops. There we go. Alright, we have a furnace generator. And then we need a little bit of redstone. We have the lava bucket, and then we have the gold ingots, and it should be good. Alrighty, first magmatic generator. Let's see how good it works. Alrighty, so it looks like we got a little bit of power. It's turning on. And it is filling up with RF. So now we actually have a better power source. I've never worked with RF before again, so did a little bit of research. We're going to try to use lead flux ducts, I believe they're called. Yes, leadstone flux ducts. We're going to try to use these and power some of the machines that we have here. We're going to place them downstairs and just see kind of how this goes. Another thing is because I really need a furnace and I have to stop going to get coal. That's just really, I keep forgetting. Okay, the flux ducts, we need those to power. Alright, so this is our leadstone flux duct recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and move those in. It creates 6, not terrible. Let's go back in. And I guess let's just kind of put in the front. And I guess they power that relatively fast. Let's go get an ore and see if it's constantly flowing in. If it is, then I think we're in a good spot. See the pulverizer first. Alrighty, and we're not losing any power. It looks like we're in a good spot. I think for now, one magmatic generator should definitely hold us down for a little bit. It is draining quite fast just because it is trying to fill the entire thing. But the tank should fill back up. I was gonna create a little bit of an iron tank just to try to give us like a buffer just in case the lava source in the Nether does run out. Which we'll probably see in in the next episode. But I think for now this is a lot of progress for us. Just kind of getting these machines up and running. I'll probably build a couple more machines in the next episode. I'm trying to see what's possible. And we're definitely still going to get into the Domcraft for sure. Probably the forestry mod, so we can explore some bees. And you know, a lot of other things. I pretty much want to explore a lot of the mods that are in this pack. But exploring power is definitely something that I've always wanted to do. I know there's like nuclear reactors and such that we can dig into, so we'll be able to dig into those as well. But this is a good place for us right now. You know, making sure that we can actually pulverize this stuff. Probably end up building a furnace. That way we can actually, you know, make ingots without having to use coal all the time. Um, but I think that's about it for now. We'll revisit in the next episode. We'll come through with a little bit more machines, maybe some more automation, get some tubes to funnel like this into a chest. Maybe get like an applied energistics thing going on and see how that goes as well. But again, thank you guys for tuning in and, you know, staying along for the ride. If you love the content and you want to see me continue on my journey, be sure to like and subscribe and comment. Thank you guys for tuning in.